despite the unique rhythm of the game at times, what did you like about your group's ability to stick with the defense and eventually use that to fuel your offense?
Can I throw that question back at you? Sure. What do you mean by unique rhythm of the game?
There were some clunky calls.
Okay.
And
that's good.
Yeah.
I'm very happy with our guys' ability to respond. I think these are great lessons that we have to learn because there's going to be a lot of games like this. Our ability to keep our poise, myself included, I think we've got to be better there. But again, it wasn't pretty, it was clunky, but our guys did a good job of making sure they finished it out at the end.
You guys like playing physical, but how did the physicality of tonight impact the game and the flow?
Listen, Cole gets taken out of the air twice. Twice. So I love physicality. I'm all for it. I'm also for safety of players. So at the end of the day, our guys did a great job of keeping their resolve and not getting too overblown with it. But again, that's where I say we've grown in that regard tonight. This is a great lesson for us to take away from this game.
Coach, on a night where Paolo couldn't get it going from the field, what can you say about his performance facilitating and not turning the ball over tonight?
I think that's the same. He's trying to find the right play. We knew how, Jordy has those guys playing hard. They threw different defenses at him, double teams, triple teams. His ability to navigate and find, open guys, and our willingness to step in and take the open shot.
Coach, all offseason we heard players and coaches alike talk about Anthony Black's development. Can you just talk a little bit about his play tonight and the trust that the coaching staff has in him, to come off the bench and lead the second unit? And then it looked like you kept him in most of the fourth quarter. Can you just kind of talk about his play and that decision?
Anthony Black has been great. He was in the gym all summer, constantly working with all of our coaches. And you saw what he did in Summer League, and he took it to heart. When he steps in between those lines, he's an ultimate competitor. And his ability to defend the right way, his length, his IQ, and then offensively, his ability to push the break consistently, as well as lead that group and get us settled down at the right time.
Even when a guy like Paolo doesn't have it going offensively in terms of just scoring the ball, because Brooklyn did an incredible job of trying to trap him early, what does it say about Franz Wagner to come out the gates firing like that early in the first quarter to get the team rolling?
I think it's great. It's the depth of this team, and this is why those two play off each other extremely well. And I think that's what makes this team great is our depth, our willingness to sacrifice and give to others. I think that's what this group does, and that's what we're going to continue to do.
This team kind of found their poise and were able to use their defense to build the offense. Is that, taking that with what we saw Wednesday night with their ability to kind of put their foot down and pull away in the second half, is that something that this team has really grown with and is one of the lessons that they're carrying into this season that you want to see?
Well, knowing we have to hang our hat on the defensive end of the floor. I think we let it get away from us for a few minutes there. And, the first huddle, it was talk about we got to get stops. Can we string 3 or 4 stops together? And I think there was a point we got 5 stops in a row, which fueled our offensive break. And I think that's what these guys talked about more than anything. It's about the defensive end, not the offensive side of the ball.
Can you talk about Mo Wagner tonight and what type of spark he provided off the bench?
Incredible spark. I think, he was trying to feel his way through in that first half. And then we found some different matchups with their switching, and he was able to attack it, whether that was on the offensive glass, but being able to attack one-on-one, but just making the right play. He and his brother had a great chemistry out there. I thought it was great that they were finding each other, playing off of each other. But again, Mo does a great job. He finds a way to put that ball in the basket.
Coach, you mentioned depth earlier. You got Anthony Black, 10 points the past 2 games, an 18-point guy off the bench in both of these first 2 games, and a game tomorrow going into it. How big is that depth coming out with that scoring, especially after you played a physical opponent tonight?
I think it's huge for this group, and we understand that. Obviously there's going to be nights. Obviously, like tonight, we're going to have a back-to-back going into tomorrow. But just the ability that you trust guys that whoever you put out there is going to perform. They're going to play hard. They're going to play the right way, and they're going to continue to pull it for each other.
Coach, we talk about learning lessons and challenges to, play on a back-to-back in 3 games in 4 nights. Just how much is that another lesson, another challenge for the group early in the season?
It's a great opportunity for this group. I think them understanding exactly what you have to do for your preparation, the recovery you need, the rest you need, how you've got to be ready to bounce back, because all teams face it. So it's unforgiving in that regard, but we are able to, take that on, and our coaches do a great job getting these guys prepared for the next challenge.
Jamal, I think an aspect of Wendell's game that obviously gets looked at a lot is his scoring, but tonight, again, the defense, the rebounding. What can you say about his performance, kind of not only tonight, but just to really begin this year?
I just said it to the coaches in the locker room when I walked out. I said he is so incredible and important to this team. Didn't have to score a point, but he was guarding Ben Simmons majority of the night, and I think he did a fantastic job there. He grabs 11 rebounds, has 8 points, 4 assists, but it's all the other stuff. His physical presence down there, his ability to just run the floor, get to the right position, and he does it without a complaint. And so he is so important to this team and how we play and what we need to do moving forward.
Thank you, Coach Mosley.
Thank you.